This is a special presentation brought to you by the Come On in Sports Network.
NFL Nation, how you doing? Come on in. Welcome to As the NFL Turns. I'm your host, Dolph Jackson. Well, baby, simply put, they say as the world turns. Y'all remember that soap opera? Some of you still watch it today. Stories unfold. But in this league, as the NFL turns, legacies are shattered in a single overtime snap. Welcome in to the fastest growing pregame show on all social media presented by the Come On In Sports Network. Again, I'm your host, Dolph Jackson, and today, baby, we are not just talking about wins and losses. No. We're talking about the price of those wins yesterday. The Broncos survive a classic game with the Buffalo Bills, but they lose their heartbeat and quarterback Bo Nix as he goes down for the season with a broken ankle. And now the Mile High City is holding its breath. Meanwhile, the 12th man was on one yesterday, baby. They had the Richter scale shaking and vibrating in Seattle as Coach Mike McDonald didn't just beat Kyle Shanahan and the 49ers yesterday. No, they performed a schematic exorcism of the 49ers. But today, baby, the number one seeds are in action. So we move forward. Today, we have got Drake May looking to cement his ever-grown legend as the second-year signal caller takes on one of the most ferocious, hard-hitting, and impressive defenses in the NFL in the Houston Texans and quarterback C.J. Stroud. And then the nightcap. Oh, the nightcap, baby. Windy City. Cold. Frigid. Any term you can come up with. It's football weather, baby. Strap it on. Soldier Field is going to be rocking. It's the Bears. It's the Rams. Strap in. We're going into the trenches, baby. And remember, the doors are now open. So come on in. What's going on, family? It's your boy, Dolph Jackson, baby. Thank everybody for being here on As the NFL Turns. Right now, Dolph is rolling a little solo, but some of my brothers will be coming in as the show goes on, man. But before I go any further, baby, let me greet the chat. Now, listen, if you're new here and you don't know your boy, Dolph, I might chop your name up for a minute until I get it down. I like to practice, you know. But Brandon Tillman, Brandon, how you doing? Come on in. Son Goku God in Chicago, the Bears. Come on in. All right, camera is back now. Okay. Oh, so I went off. I got y'all, man. I got y'all. All right, man. But listen, I'm back now. All right. Real fan. My brother, he's in the building. He's in the chat. Non-fiction host, one of the hosts of As the NFL Turns and the host of Real Fan Sports. Now, what's going on, my brother? Oh, man, let's keep it going. Levels is in the building. This is another host, baby, of As the NFL Turns and the co-host of Real Fan Sports. My brother Zach is in the building. Zach, how you doing? Educated. Unpack, say yes, you were frozen. Okay, I'm back now. Thank you, guys. Man, I don't know, this internet's been tripping. Is it just mine or have you guys been experiencing trouble with your internet too? All right, let's get it. All right, says keep up the good work. Certified Athletics, I certainly will. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Uh-oh, the law firm is in the building, baby. Annie Marie Elizabeth Valowski. If that ain't a law firm, baby, I don't know what it is, baby. Come on in, baby. P2 Sports Edits. Thank you for that. Like, man, subscribe, baby. Come on in, man. And we need to do some work together, man. Thank you for being here. All right, baby. Listen, we go get this thing started, baby. And if I ain't get to you, I'm going to try to get to you before we get out of here today, baby. But listen, we go start off, baby, with yesterday, the Saturday autopsy. That's what we go call it. The autopsy from yesterday, baby. And my God, was it an autopsy yesterday? Where should we start with this Saturday autopsy? Well, let's start with the fallout in Denver. Broncos win a thrilling 33-30 divisional game over the Buffalo Bills to advance to the AFC Championship game. To the naked eye, it was a gusset performance in that overtime win by the Broncos. But to the scout's eye, it was more of a tactical win by the Broncos. For instance, here are some hidden shifts that we probably didn't recognize yesterday in this game. In the fourth quarter, the Bills shifted to a simulated pressure. They showed a 6-man A-gap look, and with this look, they would drop the linebackers into the seams. Now, a lot of us saw Bo Nix holding the ball, but what we didn't see was the coverage spinning into a cloud look that took away his primary read, which forced him to come off that primary read and go to a second or his check down. That was a factor in it. And then, of course, the biggest factor from that game yesterday, man, the Bo Nix injury, how it altered Denver's Super Bowl hopes. Now, when I mentioned Bo Nix was a X factor for the Denver Broncos. What I have noticed about Bo Nix, family, is for 3 quarters, he can play uninspiring football. But in the most crucial moments, in the full quarter, when the game is on the line, when you need that big drive, when you need that big throw, you need that big run, this kid continues to step up and make the plays. He did it again yesterday. For one, I said it last year, and I'm saying it again this year. I was wrong about Bo Nix. I didn't think he'd have this kind of success he's having. But also, it doesn't hurt to have a coach like Sean Payton at your side. Bo Nix, man, he's going to be lost. He's going to be missed. Now, the loss of Bo Nix, there's no sugarcoating it. It is catastrophic. Sean has built his offense on a +1 run game, which in other words means he has included Bo Nix legs into the offense, using Bo Nix legs in his offense. Now, because the defense had to account for Bo Nix on those quarterback keepers, that helped with opening things up downfield. That helped holding linebackers. But now, with Jarrett Stidham coming in, the Broncos lose that advantage. So, without Bo Nix legs to freeze the backside defensive end, the Broncos' chances of advancing to the Super Bowl are hampered. Right now, as we sit here today, many feel like their Super Bowl aspirations are on life support. But let me stop and say this. They got Sean Payton on the sideline. They got a defense in Denver. They're going to have to ride that defense. They're going to have to ride that running game. And most importantly, Jarrett Stidham must just drive the car. Don't try to pass 2-3 cars in the opposite lane of oncoming traffic. don't go over the speed limit. All you have to do is strap up, put your seatbelt on, and drive the car. Don't try to do too much. Be you. Let the game come to you. Take what the defense gives you. I believe no matter who they play next week, it's going to be a tough game. It's going to be a close game because all three teams remaining in the playoffs in the AFC right now have high caliber defenses. Now, let's talk about the debacle from yesterday. Now, I personally didn't see this one coming the way it went down, man. I didn't see it coming the way it went down in Seattle yesterday as the Seahawks just mollywopped the San Francisco 49ers. Now, one thing we're not going to do on here, I don't want to hear about who the 49ers didn't have or none of that. They didn't have people the majority of the season, and they still overcame, almost won the number one seed. They won in the wild card round. They advanced to the divisional playoffs. But they just didn't have the horses to deal with the Seahawks yesterday. They just didn't. And Coach Mike McDonald, he put a little Jeepers creeper pressure on the 49ers and Brock Purdy all night. Dolph, what do you mean? So if you notice what Seattle was doing, they will rush. They would send a defensive back and they would drop the tackles, a D tackle into the flat. So this had Purdy at times seeing ghosts because the hot read was constantly being occupied by D tackle. So that dog side defense, it isn't just fast, baby. That dog side defense is deceptive. And it was deceptive, it was nasty, and it was mean yesterday. As they just totally from the opening kickoff, Rashid Shaheed takes it to the house. Listen, I love that kid. I've been, listen, he comes from New Orleans. If you all know, you know I'm a Saints fan. But that kid there, man, that was a great trade for Seattle. He gives Seattle, man, that extra that they were missing, man. Every time this kid touches the ball on kick return, on punt return, on a reverse, as a receiver taking the top off the defense, on a crossing route, on a slant route, he has the ability to take it to the house. And for the second time, he's the all-pro. This kid is on his way to possibly being one of the greatest return men in the history of the National Football League if injuries do not derail his career. All right, baby, we got more family members coming on in the chat. It's time to get to some of your messages, see what the family is talking about here in the chat. Boy, the chat is popping, baby. The chat is popping. Christina, how you doing? Come on in. Now I say, bro, we all were wrong about Bo Nix. We were wrong, bro. We were wrong. We were wrong about Bo Nix. And this time, maybe at 8 p.m. next Sunday, a lot of people who were wrong about, how should I put this? How should I put this? A lot of people were wrong about Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold's won 12 games or more, back-to-back seasons with different teams. He's the first to do that. Sam Darnold, unlike last year, won last night in the playoffs. Sam Darnold is in the NFC Championship. The same Sam Darnold who had become a journeyman quarterback, who was drafted by the New York Jets, in which I call the football's graveyard. He went around the league. He went to Carolina. Then he went to Minnesota, which means when you find the right coach that believes in you, that has a vision for your talents, understands your talents, and you understand what your coach wants and demands from you, the sky's the limit. Sam Darnold could be on his way to the bowl, baby. He could be on his way. All right, let's keep it going on in the chat. And it says Bo Nix is brand new to me. All right. Butterfly Face, good morning. All right, 4 likes. Let's go. Let's get them likes up, baby. Let's get them likes. And listen, leave a comment. Please leave a comment. That helps the show grow. That shows YouTube, hey, this is a growing channel. Please help us grow the Come On In Sports Network. All right, and if you're not subscribed to the Come On In Sports Network, do us a favor. Go to YouTube, subscribe to the Come On In Sports Network. We got you covered. Oh, yeah, baby, we're here with you all the way through the Super Bowl. All right. And it says, truly, Bo Nix will be missed big time. There is no doubt about it, that he will be. He would definitely be missed. Let's see. All right, level stay in the right lane, full stop at stop signs. That's it, man. That's what Gerald Stenham has to do. That's what he has to do, man. And again, that was just a good old-fashioned butt whooping, bro. That was a good old-fashioned butt whooping yesterday that Seattle put on them. And 17-6, and the Seahawks scored that touchdown before the half, and that was a wraps, man. You saw that the 49ers, they just didn't have the firepower to continue. McCaffrey, he had hurt his shoulder, so he didn't come. You saw a lot. He didn't come out in the second half and start. You saw a lot of Brian Robinson Jr. in the backfield. And once again, Seattle continues to be impressive on defense. The most impressive thing about them, and you've heard me say this, and I'm sure you all have noticed it too, is the way that front four gets after the opposing team's quarterback and the way they are able to hold up against the run with just the front four. When your front four is as dominant as the front four of the Seahawks, there is so much that you can do on the back end. Now, in this 49 Seahawks game, Sam Darnold was sacked 2 times. He completed 12 or 17 passes, 124 yards and a touchdown to lead them over this win. Now, Darnold was efficient when he was kept clean. When he was kept clean in the pocket, he was 10 or 12 for 109 yards with an 83% completion percentage. During those times, he had connection with Jackson Smith-Njigba on a 4-yard touchdown when under pressure. But on the flip side, he completed just 1 of 4 other passes for 11 yards when he was trying to push the ball down the field. He only completed 3 or 4 intermediate passes. That's between 10 to 19 air yards for 40 yards on his long touchdown, but he failed to complete either of his 2 deep attempts, which were over 10 yards, which were over 20 yards, excuse me. But again, Sam Darnold on his way to the NFC Championship game. And what about Kenny Walker III? 116 yards, 3 touchdowns on 19 carries. His 3rd highest career success rate at 63%. He was just on one. He was effective, particularly running outside the tackles, where he gained 79 yards on all 3 of his touchdowns on 13 carries. So Kenny Walker III, shout out to that offensive line for the Seahawks. They were great yesterday. And listen, Brock Purdy had time yesterday. He had like 4.2 seconds to pass the ball on the average yesterday. But that defense confused him, made him hold on to the ball. And simply put, they were not getting open for him. So 49ers, their season comes to an end. Seahawks advance to the NFC Championship game. And as you can see, it was just one of those days for the 49ers. As that man right there, Sam Darnold, 3 seasons ago, Not this season, not last season, but 3 seasons ago. Did you all think we'll be sitting here today saying Sam Darnold was the starting quarterback of the number 1 seed in the NFC, and Sam Darnold had just won a divisional round playoff game, and Sam Darnold had advanced to the NFC championship game? I didn't. And if you did, it's Sunday. Stop lying. All right. Now, we already covered the Broncos and the Bills game, but I'm going to stay right here for a minute. First of all, let me just say this. There are those who were making fun of Josh Allen crying. I'm not one to do that. That showed me that it matters to that kid. It matters. And it also showed me, and let me know in the chat if you agree, that it probably set in with him yesterday that he may have missed his best opportunity to advance to the Super Bowl. And we all know why. There are no Kansas City Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes standing in the way. They were not. There was no Lamar Jackson and Baltimore Ravens standing in the way. There was no Joe Burrow and his 2,000-yard receivers standing in the way. But who was standing in the way? The young gun. One of the young guns in the AFC, one of the young guns in the NFL, and Bo Nix. I don't believe that it's cut and dry that the Bills will be back this for next year. Denver's going to get better. Bo Nix is going to get better. Drake May and the Patriots, they're going to get better. They're not going anywhere. C.J. Stroud still with the Texans. He can get better. So but better yet, what does the future hold for the Buffalo Bills? Now, a lot of people, and rightly so, have said that we are tired of hearing about Lamar Jackson winning MVPs. What does he do in the playoffs? Does he get the job done? Does he make the plays necessary to get the job done? Well, it was Mark Andrews that dropped that pass. But if you watch the whole game, there were throws and plays that Jackson missed. And I say that to say this. I love Josh Allen. I think he's one of the best quarterbacks in the National Football League. But once again, he comes out short in the playoffs. We ain't going to cover up for Josh Allen. Again, I feel for the kid. I love that he showed his emotion. It meant something to him. But Josh Allen missed Brandon Cooks for a touchdown. Josh Allen missed his tight end at the 10-yard line. He missed plays yesterday. Josh Allen threw 2 interceptions yesterday. Josh Allen fumbled the ball yesterday 3 times. Not 1 time, not 2 times, but 3 times. Josh Allen had a horrible day yesterday. There's no sugarcoating it. He didn't get the job done. Now, there are going to be those of you who want to say, well, Dolph, it's a team game. Damn it, we know it's a team game. But you always hear me say this, there are games within the game. In the games within the game, Josh didn't get it done. He came up short, and that's it. There will be no cuddling here. We expect more from him. We expect more from Lamar Jackson, and they haven't gotten the job done. They are yet to reach the Super Bowl. And I had someone in the chat yesterday after the game want to talk about he is better than Jim Kelly. Where? When? I think a lot of you who don't know, or those of you who do know, underestimate and de-appreciate what the Buffalo Bills did on those Jim Kelly-led teams. No, they were unable to capture one Super Bowl. But my God, they went to 4 straight. I'm going to say it again. 1, 2, 3, 4 straight. They had an opportunity to bring it home 4 times. They might have failed, but they were there 4 straight years in a row. That was a dynasty. Yeah, they were a dynasty without a ring. They were a dynasty. They dominated the AFC. Dominated the AFC. Josh is yet to get the one. Yet to get the one. And again, if it wasn't this year, when? And the question I have for the chat, is it time for a coaching change in Buffalo? Has McDermott taken this team as far as he can? Let me know what you think in the chat, family. All right, family. Again, this is As the NFL Turns, and we are presented to you by, you already know.
This is a special presentation brought to you by the Come On in Sports Network.
All right, family. Welcome back to As the NFL Turns. I'm your host, Dolph Jackson, and we're talking, baby. I just asked the question, do you guys think it's time for a coaching change in Buffalo? Andy says, I see a lot of promise in Josh Allen. Listen, it ain't about promise with Josh Allen. He's a 2-time MVP. We know how talented he is. Let's see. Zach says, yeah, I got past 2, but that defense not gonna make it easy on them. Below Zero, how you doing, comes in and says, I don't know that a coaching change is the answer, but who would you hire? Good question. The same thing can be asked in Green Bay, but they have doubled down. We all saw the mismanagement by LaFleur last week in that game. Packers doubled down, signed them to extension. All right, 9 says it might be time. Below says Gruden black, man, they're not letting Gruden back in the league. As long as Goodell's a commissioner, John Gruden will not be back in the NFL coaching. And he says they may need to have the needed change in the head coach in Buffalo. King Goldust says, don't think it is the coach. I think refs need to stop with what they do in the calls. All right, let me say this. That final call on Tre'Davious White, at first, in full speed, I thought it was a call. I thought it was an unnecessary call. But when you saw it slow down, he was there early. He grabbed his arms. It was pass interference. That call was right. But the refs do get involved in the games a little too much. All right. The real turn one says Bills don't need a head coach. They need a new defensive coordinator. Yeah, I guarantee you, I believe they're going to move on from their defensive coordinator and look to bring someone else. Zach says Gruden having too good of a time doing this stuff with Barstool. Yeah, for real, man. He is enjoying himself. Below Zero says, I'm not even truly convinced Gruden was all that. Tony Dungy built that Tampa Bay Super Bowl team. Okay. Zach says the pass interference was the right call. It was close, but it was right. If he would have turned his head, it would have been let go. Yeah, he never turned his head around to find the ball. Okay, King. You talking about that intercept with Cook? On Cook, okay. That was intercept. Now, I looked at it like 3 times, of course, during the broadcast, but I looked at it like 4 or 5 times after the game. And so, Brandon Cooks initially had the ball, but as they were going down to the ground, McMillan took the ball. He took it out of his hand. So Brandon Cooks never fully established possession of the ball. So that was, first of all, that was a hell of a play by McMillan. You got to give him his kudos. Hats off to him. That was a great play by him. Brandon Cooks, you the veteran. You asked for a release in New Orleans. They granted it to you. You chose Buffalo. You were the guy that Josh Allen was going to. You had to make that catch yesterday. Now, on Josh Allen's part, and go back and look at it. Bills Mafia, you won't come after me, come after me. But go back and look at that pass. Brandon Cooks had to slow down. Remember? Because Josh rolled out a little, then he threw it. If Josh leaves Brandon Cooks, he's gone. But he had to slow down for that pass, thus giving McMillan the opportunity to make the play that he was able to make. All right. Real fans saying Gruden too busy winning his case against NFL. The judge is on his side right now. Below Zero says, I can agree. They need a DC. Yeah, they definitely do, man. Annie says, I do blame both the refs and the NFL main headquarters in New York. Zach says, I don't know. I think it was 50-50 and you couldn't reverse whatever was called on the field. Okay. Real Turn One says, I think Gruden is still getting a check from the Raiders. They fired him what year one on the 10-year deal. That is so true, man. J-Rock, how you doing, my brother? J-Rock's in the building. J-Rock says, do you think Joe Brady will be up for the coaching jobs? If I'm the Raiders or Ravens, I would seriously consider him. Which is strange, man. I haven't heard his name mentioned in any of the coaching openings, man. I haven't heard anyone say that they have reached out to Joe Brady, that he's going to interview for a head coaching job. He may be complacent as the OC in Buffalo right now with Josh Allen. All right. Nan said, yep, that was a 50-50. That turnover is on Cooks. Yeah, it's definitely on Cooks. Below Zero said, LC got to see Bo Nix, Mahomes, Lawrence, Herbert, Lamar, and that's why D wins championships. Yeah, it's tough in that AFC, man. It's tough. He either needed to have 2 steps. Let me see. Zach says he either needed to have 2 steps and a football move, or he had to control the ball through the ground, and he did neither. He did neither of those. All right. King Goldust says one of the Bills players said that Cook was down. I'm sure he was, man. That whole locker room was down. Did you see when they told the left tackle Dawkins, man, that Josh Allen had broke down and crying and feeling like he let the team down? How emotional he got? That's when you know it matters to these guys. That's why when we as fans be talking about tank, which I don't, because I think that's BS. You think these guys who go through unprecedented and unknown trauma, injuries, pain, just to get up out of the bed every day, you think they want to lose? You think it doesn't matter to them? And when you see these young men up there and you see their emotion, man, you see what it means to them. And you see that they all recognize, man, as the Buffalo Bills, they recognize. They let it get away. Despite 5 turnovers, they were in position to win this game. Score was 24-23 after turnover. Buffalo drives down, unable to get a touchdown. I said they needed a touchdown. They kicked the field goal. You score a touchdown there, the game totally changes. All right. Zach says, I'm seeing rumors of Tomlin going to Vegas lately. Oh man, that'd be interesting. Young City Night War, how you doing? Dolphins, Dolph, how you feel about Kevin Stefanski's is higher as Falcons? Hey, we'll see, man. Man won Coach of the Year twice. Has a below 500 record, but the man won Coach of the Year twice. So we'll see, man. There's talent. We know there's talent in Atlanta. It's just been underachieving. Maybe he's the guy to get him over the hump, man. But me being a Saints fan, Falcons go do what Falcons do. They go Falcons. No, I gotta take a shot at him. All right, below says I haven't heard anything about Joe Brady, but I feel like he has potential as a head coach. But does he have the desire to be a head coach? That's the thing. Offense sells tickets, defense wins championships. Talk about it. And also trenches, man. Yeah, I saw that, bro, with Dunkins too. Yeah, it was. Hey, man, wearing their emotions on their sleeves. All right, I think he meant that Cooks was down, like he was down. Oh, that he was not. Oh, that he was down on the field. Nah, man, he was not down. He was not down, man. He was down on the ground, but he didn't secure the ball. He never had total possession of the ball. That was just a great play. That was the right call, man. It was close as I looked at it, and it was the right call. And the Bills were not robbed big time. Stop it. They did not get robbed. Stop. Don't turn the ball over all them times, and you won't get robbed. Stop turning the ball over. Don't give them an opportunity to rob you, because that's what they were doing, turning the ball over. Let's see. All right. So now, 9-6, man, Millen had the ball before Cooks hit the ground. Yeah, that was just go back and watch it. Yeah, how you gonna say they was robbed with 5 turnovers? Come on, man. And listen, remember the first snap of the second half? Dawkins gets beat by Benito. Allen gets hit in the back, ball comes out. You knew right there it was gonna be a long day. All right, below says I hate when people make that statement. Don't let the refs decide the game. You played it too close. Handle your business. Look, we know every football game, no matter what team you're cheering for, your team is gonna get calls you don't like. Especially if it's a call that causes you to lose possession of the ball, or a score, or a game clinching first down. Anything of that magnitude, you're going to be upset. Just go get it done, man. Just go get it done. All right, let's talk about today's game, and this is what I'm talking about. You got these two young kids going at it. Drake May, potential MVP. Yeah, I said it. Is he not? So the Patriots at their coach, they are hosting C.J. Stroud and the Texans. Now, there will be no Nico Collins today for the Texans. So who's next? I'm looking at the veteran wide receiver, Christian Kirk, who came up big last week. Christian Kirk came up big last week. He's going to have to come up big this week. So look for them, talking about the Patriots, to bracket Christian Kirk today with a corner underneath and keeping that safety over the top. They're going to try to bracket him, make C.J. Stroud have to go to his young wide receivers. Those young wide receivers, they're going to have to step up. It's the playoffs, baby. This is where you make a name for yourself. This is where you put the league on notice. This is the big opportunity, the big stage. The whole world is watching, baby. The entire NFL world is watching. Handle your business. C.J. Stroud. Last week, he did not have a good game against Pittsburgh. We look at the final score, but that game was 7-6 in the fourth quarter. 7-6. Didn't he fumble 4 times last week? They wanted to credit him with 5, but that last one, that was on the center. The center snapped the ball when he wasn't looking. Hell, the right guard wasn't even looking either. He was looking at C.J. Stroud, and the center snapped the ball. But other than that, he still put the ball on the turf, on the ground 4 times. Can't do that today. C.J. Stroud has to play better. And y'all have heard me say this the entire season. He has not been that same quarterback from his rookie season. And I personally think it's because of the coordinator change. But maybe that's just me. Now, what about Drake May and the New England Patriots? What concept will they be using today against this tenacious Texans defense? Well, one concept I believe they're going to be using today is the dagger concept. When you send a clear out route and you pull the safety deep, which opens the intermediate window for about a 15-yard dig route. Now, if May can manipulate those Texans linebackers, the Patriots could control the middle of the field all day. And if they're able to control the middle of the field, and most importantly, get that running game going with Henderson and Ramon Stevenson, look for the Patriots to pull this out. I have more confidence as we sit here today, right now, before this game kicks off, in the Patriots offense than I have in the Texans offense. Texas is going to have to run the ball. C.J. Stroud, he's going to have to be special today. He's going to have to make good. First of all, he's going to have to protect the ball. That's the first thing. He's going to have to protect the ball. He cannot turn the ball over. He cannot put his defense in precarious, bad situations, giving the Patriots short fields and extra possessions. He cannot do that today. He must use his legs today. He must make timely scrambles in this game to pick up first downs at crucial situations in this game. He has to get the ball to Dawson Schultz. Got to get the ball to his tight end. Tight end has to be big today. Running game has to be big, which means that offensive line for the Texans has to be big today. And that defense just has to be that defense. I think that defense is going to keep them in the game. I think it's going to be a good game. I believe today that C.J. Stroud will play one of his better games in recent months and years. I'm calling for the upset today, family. I said all that to say that. I'm calling for the upset. I got the Texans going into Foxborough today and upsetting the Patriots. That's right. You got Anderson coming. You got Hunter coming. You got that, man, listen, you got Lassiter. You got Stingley on the corner. I'm telling you, bro, that's Texan defense, bro. They're the truth. It's going to be a real dog fight today. And like I said earlier, Christian Kirk, he's going to have to be big today. I understand. Drew was saying, nah, bro, I got you, my brother. I got you. I understand. You both do that. Nah, come on, dog. Nah, bro. That ain't going to happen. That ain't going to happen. Below says, agree with both tight end and run game would be crucial in this game. Yeah, man, it's gonna be a great game though. I'm with you, man. I think it's gonna be a great game. I can't wait to sit down and watch the game, man. Just put my feet up and just watch this game unfold. We got the future in the NFL, man. You got young stud quarterbacks, man. C.J. Stroud's been in the playoffs every year he's been in the NFL. How about that? Every year he's been in the NFL, he's been in the playoffs. So there's something to that, man. Andy said, yeah, beware the dagger effect from the same Patriots. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting to the Rams and Bears right now, Drew. About to get to the Browns and Bears right now. But before we get to the Rams and Bears, let's take a quick break and we'll be right back.
This is a special presentation brought to you by the Come On in Sports Network.
All right, family, welcome back to As the NFL Turns. I'm your host, Dolph Jackson, baby, and let's talk about it. My brother, he asked about it. He said, Dolph, when you go talk about the Rams and the Bears, well, baby, we talking about the Rams and the Bears right now. Because, oh, my goodness. Shout out to our brother here at the Come On In Sports Network and the co-host of the Keeping It Real Who That Sports podcast, the one and only Coach Rock, who told your boy Dolph in week 18 when I did my turning point editorial about the Bears that the Bears would be one of the first teams going home in the playoffs. But Dolph, you made it sound good. You damn near convinced me. But look who's playing today in the divisional round. Look who shredded those cheeseheads last week. They shredded their ass. They shredded them on the field, and they shredded their ass after the game. Man, that was so petty. I loved it because that's what rivalry is about. That was beautiful. What y'all think about that? Because we had some Bagger fans crying and boo-hooing, talking about that was classless. Y'all know damn well if y'all would have beat the Bears, y'all would have been doing, as y'all want to say, classless things yourself. So miss me with that. Miss me with that, man. Below says, I have no doubt in the fight. I just want to enjoy this one. It gonna be fun. Yeah, both of these games gonna be fun today. Below said, the Bears. That's what I'm feeling, but I like Caleb, and he was making some light. Man, listen. That throw Caleb Williams made last week, when he rolled to his left, unable to step forward, unable to plant his foot, and he just barely got his hip turned, and he used all arm and shoulder and threw a absolute dart, bullseye. It had air. It had accuracy. It had velocity. It simply was the perfect throw. I don't care if you're not a Bear fan. I don't care if you're not a Caleb Williams fan. You go give that kid his respect. Because that damn throw that he did, there ain't many quarterbacks in the NFL playing now or who played in the past that could have made that damn play that kid made last week. And I ain't a Bear fan. I'm a football fan. And damn it, I appreciate greatness when I see it. And that was a great-ass play by a young man that is on his way to becoming a great quarterback in this league. He already the greatest quarterback in the history of the Chicago Bears. He was that the day they drafted him. The day he came in, he was that. So, but talking about this game today, the Bears and the Rams today, 5:30 p.m. Central, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. In this one, family, you got the old guard versus the new wave. Matthew Stafford having an MVP season, 45 touchdowns in the regular season. Caleb Williams leading the Bears to the playoffs, baby, their first division title in several years. The O-line battle. That Rams defensive front against the Bears offensive line. Now, the Rams, they go run. They go try to pin and pull. So watch for the center and guard. They go try to pin the interior defensive tackle. And then they're going to try to what? They're going to try to pull a tackle around to the outside. So as far as the Bears defense, the linebackers of the Bears, meaning Tremont Edmonds, see, he's going to have to maintain all of the Bears linebackers. They're going to have to maintain their gap in integrity for every second, man. Because if they don't, Kyron Williams and Blake Corum have the ability, man, to ruin this game just like the Bears running game does. And I believe that the Rams running game today is more important to them and gives them the best opportunity to win the day. We know the conditions, frigid. Matthew Stafford hasn't won a game under 45 degrees in his career. He has to win this game. The Rams were many people's Super Bowl favorite in the NFC and to win it all. They got to get through the Bears. Now, for the Bears, what do they got to do today? Keep doing what got you here. Keep doing what got you here. Being a opportunistic defense, forcing turnovers, getting that ball out in this colder day, frigid temperatures. I believe, I'm sure you do too, that ball is going to be on the ground today. When you have an opportunity to make a play today, you have to make it. Look for the Bears to sit in that Tampa 2 shell today. They want to force Stafford to check the ball down. And if you Matthew Stafford, you got to be okay with checking the ball down to your running backs and your tight end. But when you get an opportunity to take a deep shot to Adams or Puka Nacua, you got to hit. Now, Tremaine Edmonds can't get too much depth and take away, as he's trying to take away the post route, because if he does, being the wily veteran he is, Matthew Stafford would exploit that hole in that zone defense all night. So that's something he's going to have to watch. So, again, that's a game that, like you, family, I cannot wait to see. Give me your X factor right now, family. Give me your X factor for the game tonight. Let me take some more of your chats, man. Thank everybody again for being here. Do us a favor. If it's your first time, hit that like button. And also subscribe to the Come On In Sports Network. Let us feel the love, baby. Come On In Sports Network, your home. Your brand new home for sports. We got you covered, man. I'm Dolph Jackson, your host. This is As the NFL Turns. I'm normally joined by a panel of my brothers, but hey, life is life, and baby, and the show must go on, and your boy Dolph is here, baby. So again, I want to know your thoughts, family. Who you got? What about this pair here? Can McVay and Stafford advance to the NFC Championship game? It's going to be tough, man. Those conditions is going to be tough. That Rams defense, that front seven for the Rams defense, young, aggressive, violent, Jerry Verse, Fisk, what are they going to do? Are they going to be able to hold up today against that running game? I'm looking for the Bears to lean on them. Then Caleb Williams with his legs and his Houdini-like plays, how he escapes out of the pocket, how he keeps plays alive with his legs. The kid's a magician back there. Now, Sean McVay is one of my favorite coaches in the National Football League. Just love the way that he calls plays. His offenses, man, to me, he's one of the best in the business. But will he be the best today in Chicago? Again, that young man right there and his teammate, Blake Corum, are going to have to be big today for the Rams. The Rams cannot get one-dimensional in this game. If they do, they're losing. Simple as that. And again, we just spoke about this young man, Caleb Williams. The Bears are in the divisional round. The Bears have an opportunity to advance to the NFC Championship game. First-year head coach Ben Johnson, baby, has came in. He has stirred the pot in the NFC North. He has stirred the pot in the NFC, and he is unapologetic about it, and I love it. The Bears are back, and it's just that simple. That's what they do right there. They force turnovers. Rams have to avoid that today. Can they? Like you, I will find out. and Swift and the Munga, just two bruising running backs that get the job done today. So who I'm going with, I'm about to give you my pick right now, family. Bears, Rams, your boy Dolph, baby. I'm calling it. Upset, upset, upset. Everything is against the Rams today. The weather's against them today. The national media against them today. The NFL nation is against them today. Nobody thinks they're going to go in there and win today. Matthew Stafford hasn't won in the cold weather game under 45 degrees. Everything says the Bears, they're home, 6 degrees, even colder. Wind coming off the lakes, baby. Who's going to win? The Rams. I just got a feeling the Rams, man, they're going to make the necessary plays today. And if they can stay away from turnovers, because this Bears defense, you can run on them. They live off of turnovers. If you don't feed the bear, tongue in cheek, if you don't feed the bear them turnovers, I think the Rams could get it done. So I'm going with the Rams, family. Let me know who you going with in the chat. Let's go to the chat below. Say dig in and do heavy work. It hurts when it's cold. You get the handoff, take your lane, but Stafford will be stiff. All right. Anna Marie says today, look for the Rams to do the same thing as the Patriots. Hand to the Bears of Chicago their rear ends. All right, and it's gone with the Rams below. Says, don't let the man warm up. Keep the pressure on and don't let them get comfortable. All right. And it keeps saying, please, Ram. Nan said, yeah, I would like to see Devontae Adams in the Super Bowl, but I feel Caleb not going to let it happen. It wouldn't surprise me at all, Nan. All right. Sherry Stewart, 5642, says the Rams will have more possessions with defense. Okay. Below says, ain't no reason to apologize. Ben Johnson has done a hell of a job in year one, and I love Swift. He can make some nasty catches and cut plays. Okay. And Andy says, P.S. the Bears are back. And he also says, go Patriots, go. All right, Dolph taking LA, but I'm saying it's too cold for old man Stafford. I got you, baby. I got you. Listen, he go wear some long draws and everything, man, and some of them pressure socks, man. He gonna be all right, man. Old man Stafford gonna be all right today, baby. They gonna pump him with that coffee on the sideline. He gonna be all right. Mr. Hugo 61 says, I like New England and the Rams today. All right, Mr. Hugo, thank you for being here, baby. Come on in. All right, now, y'all know what time it is, family. Your boy Dolph Solo, baby, but it don't stop, baby. It don't stop, baby. It's time for one of the most exciting segments in all of sports media on social media. It's time for Straight Ballin'. Oh, we turning it up now, baby. Oh, it's time. They say Dolphins by itself today, baby. But I'm holding it down for the family, baby. I got my family in the chat, baby. And we've been rocking this morning on NFL Turn. So now here we go, baby. You hear that beat, baby? We getting out here 40 on, baby. because now it's time. Now it's time, baby. 4 hours straight. All of the day candidates, baby. If it's your first time joining us, we scour around. We scour around the NFL, and we look at that player in that matchup, in that game, who we think is just gonna be straight all in the day. And in the divisional round, I'm picking 2 today, baby. I'm picking 2, and I need those in the chat. So they're like, oh, who you going with, baby? You got us waiting. You got us anticipating, dog. Who you going with? Well, let's start with the first game, baby. New England and Houston, baby. Oh, who is it going to be? Is it going to be Drake Mills? Is it going to be Drake Mills? No, I'm not going with Drake Mills. And I ain't going with CJ Stroud. My straight ball of the day, baby. Plays for the Houston Texans. And his name is Christian Kirk. That's right, Christian Kirk today. He's going to be straight violent all day long on the New England Patriots. Now, baby, let's take it. Let's take it to this afternoon, baby. Late game. Game where everybody's got their dinner plate. You got your feet up. You got your nachos. You got your wings. And you just ready to see some good old football. Back in the Windy City, baby. Back in Chi-Town. Come here. Take it on the rim. So, Dom, who you got in this one, baby? Oh, let me think, baby. I went to myself. I asked myself, and myself say, huh? And myself say, and I said, huh? And myself said, here's what we gonna do, dog. Dog came back, and I told myself, I said, well, don't prove it myself. And myself said, dog, here's what we gonna do, baby. Here's what we going with in this one, baby. I've been riding with him. There's a lot of hate on him. It was mad because he painted his big fingernails. I don't give a damn about that. All I give a damn about is what he does with the balls in his hand on the field. With that being said, I know what I said a minute ago, but I'm talking about my straight ball of the day. My straight ball of the day is none other than the Houdini of quarterbacks in the NFL right now. None other than Caleb. Respect my name, Williams, baby. Caleb Williams will be straight balling all day today, baby. All right, now let's get it in the chat, baby. Who you got? All right. John Parham says, I think Bears 2016. I got you. All right. No saying the LT 21, but my goodness, that boy Lawrence Taylor was a bad man. Lawrence Taylor was a beast, baby. He's the reason left tackles get paid now, baby. Let's get it, baby. Through the round struggle against Carolina, baby. It's a little week, baby. He's all about surviving in the ransom, baby. All right, straight ball like John said, let us know who you got straight up baller. Play of the day. Who's your straight baller player of the day? I'm waiting, baby. All right. Well, let's go to your Discord, dude. Look at NFL, this breaking news. They still haven't found him yet. God damn it, who they haven't found? All right, let me go. Uh-oh, my boy Carter Gray, host of the Nola Church Podcast, is in the building. He said, my straight baller of the day, Dolphins Will Anderson Jr. from the Texans. Oh, he got a good one. Bears tight end coach at 11, baby. All right, man, thank you for that. Let's keep it going, family. Before we get out of here, let your boy know, baby, who's your straight baller of the day, baby. So while I'm waiting for that, baby, in closing, let me just say this. The board has been set. The stakes are the highest they've been all year. We've seen as the NFL turns drama in Denver. But today, we write the next chapter in Foxborough and Chicago. I'm Joe Jackson. This is the Come On Sports Network. This is as the NFL turns. Don't just watch ball today, baby. watch the tape, watch the players, and watch the game change right before your eyes. We'll see you all next week on As the NFL Turns. Have a good day, family. Much respect, much love. Shout out to my Come On In Sports Network brother. And like always, family, remember, the doors are now open. So come on in. We all family. Enjoy your Sunday of football.